What's up guys, it's Machanga back with another video. So today I'm going to show you a build that has finally made its way to Kodi 17 Krypton. Now anyone that has watched any of my build videos, then you know I had a favorite all last year, and my favorite is this build that is now available on Kodi 17. So I'm going to, as always, guys, I'm just going to go through, give you an overview of the build, show you what it has to offer, and you can decide for yourself if this is something that you want to install on your Kodi. So let's just jump right into it. Now, the first section you're going to get to is the movie section. As you can see, we have widgets here, and if you scroll through any of them, you're going to get a thumbnail and you're going to get a description. Now, if you were to click on any of these, so I'm just going to click on Hacksaw Ridge. As you can see, it's going to load up in Exodus. So of course, you can give it a moment, go through the providers list, or you don't have to wait, and you can view the movie from right here. And that applies to any of these that are available here in the widgets. Alright, moving on. Next we have the sub menu underneath movies. We have Exodus, Zen, Salts, Release Hub, Specto, 24/7 Movies, Bose, Movie Vault, Phoenix, Yes Movies, and Movies section. And again, you can click on any of these items as well. Now, if you actually click on movies, it's going to open up in Exodus. All right, just wanted to show you that is going to be the video add-on that you're going to be using primarily for movies. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next section. Next, we have TV shows. Now, again, we have a widget here, and you can click on any of these. So if I click on Sherlock, as you can see, it's going to load up. It's going to give me the season option. So if I click on a season, then it's going to give me the episode option. And again, this is using Exodus. All right, so if we go out of here, you can look down in the sub menu. We have most popular, 24/7 TV shows, eye candy TV, classic TV, people watching, incredible TV, and new TV shows. Moving on, now we have the kids section. Now with the kids section, it's a little bit different here in the widgets because if you will actually click on one of these, so let's just click on cars for example, and I'm going to choose start from beginning. Now this one is actually not going to load up in Exodus. And as you can see, when I click on a movie, it automatically starts to play. So that's a great thing about using the kids section with the widgets. It is pulling from Sanctuary, and the movies are going to be one-click play. All right. In the sub menu, we have retro cartoons, family movies, Pixar, Disney, Aries Kids Tube, and kids movies. All right. Next, we have Toddler World. Now in the widgets, this is going to be using Phoenix. So of course, you can click on any of these, and this is going to be your toddler menu. All right, next in the sub menu, we have the Tot Spot, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, Paw Patrol, Bubble Guppies, Nick Jr., Peppa Pig, and Sophia the First. Next, we have Ladies Night. Now, we're going to be using Eye Candy TV for the widget. So if you click on any of these movies, they are going to open up in Eye Candy TV. All right, in the sub menu, we have the ladies section, makeup tutorials, chick flicks, women magazines, ladies lounge, divas den, soap operas, a few different options available there. All right, moving on to the grid section. Now in the widgets, we're going to be using Exodus again, and this is going to be where you can find your westerns. All right, in the sub menu, we have Clint Eastwood, war films, western, gunslingers, world wars, western movie collections, war and military, a few different western options available there. All right, so next we have fan faves. Now the top widget is going to be using Phoenix. So you can click on any of these options here, and they're going to open up in Phoenix. Now in the sub menu we have Star Wars, IMDb Top 300, Superhero, British Cinema, also fitness. A lot of you have asked me about fitness availability in certain bills. This one does have it. Horror, gangster, hood movies, and box sets as well. Moving on. Next we have the comedy section, LMAO. So at the very top, we're going to have comedy movies that are available in Phoenix. And in the sub menu, we're going to have comedy movies, classic, funniest, stand-up comedians, comedy roast, and Cheech and Chong. All right, moving on. Next, we have the sports section. Now the widget is going to be using Pro Sport. That's one of the most popular, if not the most popular. In the sub menu, we have Maverick, Pro Sport, Castaway, Extreme Sports, Revved Up, Project D. We also have Renegades Darts, and we have pay-per-view events. So a lot of you are asking me which bills have pay-per-view. This bill has pay-per-view events available. All right, and a few other items as well. Moving on. Now we have the return of the Amigos section. So a lot of you were concerned when the Amigos section was removed from the Jarvis build. Well, I do want to let you know it is available in Hard Knocks Cody 17. So it's here. Mundo Latino is available, as well as some other options as well. And you do get the widget at the very top. All right, moving on. Next we have IPTV. Now with the IPTV section, this is going to also be where you can find your live TV. So if you use a widget, you're going to be pulling from C Cloud TV. Now you have a few different options here available at the bottom in the sub menu, including Spins TV Pro. Now, some of you have asked me about Spins TV Pro, and I've mentioned it in other videos. It is a paid IPTV or live TV subscription. Of course, you can sign up in the Google community and they'll give you all of the details to go ahead and get your subscription going. If you want the details about that, let me know down in the comments. All right. Next we have Stream HD, Canada On Demand, UK, Gobble, and Oblivion. Now, Gobble and Oblivion are two of the live TV options that I use on a daily basis. I'm going to go ahead and show you that they are working on this build. So I'm going to click on Gobble. All right. And if I give it a moment to load up, as you can see, you can choose your channels from here. Of course, you do want to give it time to actually fully load up, unlike what I did. But as you can see, there are many channels available here. And if you go back, again, you have to give it time to load up. Something you need to exercise when using Kodi is patience. And clearly in this case, a lot of patience. All right, it gave me an error message, but as I always tell you guys, error messages are nothing to panic over. I'm going to go back to Gobble. It's taking a minute to load up, but that doesn't matter to me. I know that I need to be patient and allow it to load. The same thing applies to you guys. I know it's tempting to jump in the comments and say, nothing is working, I don't know what to do. But just be patient and you're going to see that it is going to work for you, okay? All right, so once I click on it a couple times and let it load up, you can see that it is actually working. Now the section I'm looking for is going to be wildlife/science TV. So if I click on that section, I'm looking for Discovery ID. So that's the channel that I watch the most. I only watch about 2 channels. So if I click on Discovery ID and I give it a moment, as you can see, it actually plays. Okay, so as you guys can see in the video, since it is real time, I'm getting error messages, you're seeing them, I'm not freaking out. Okay, I'm just trying it, I'm just being patient, I'm just waiting. You guys need to do the same thing. It's going to work out, don't worry. So we're going to get out of Gobble because it's slowing down the whole process of this video, but as you can see, if you wait for it, it actually works. Now the same goes for Oblivion. Oblivion is another one that I use on a daily basis, and I've shown you guys before in other videos. I'm going to give it a moment to load up, and it actually tells me it's online. Okay, that's perfect. So I'm going to click on Oblivion TV, and as you can see, it has a ton of different channels. Now it has 591 items, so that's a lot of content, different content in different languages, different countries. It is available here. Of course, you guys can feel free to scroll through the channels, see what's available, click on it, and see if your favorite channels are working. Again, there's no guarantee with this or any of the live TV options because the streams go down on a regular basis. So if it's not working for you at the time that you install it, don't get in an uproar, don't get upset. Just wait, and hopefully the streams will come back online. And like I said, it's a lot of content here, so you guys can feel free to go through, click on some of these, see if they're actually working for you. And as you can see, when I clicked on Cartoon Network, it opened up. So it's actually working for me just fine. Now this right here, what you're seeing, when you first open Sanctuary up, it's going to load this little loading screen. Again, nothing to be concerned about. We're moving on. And there are a few other live TV options down here. I'm not sure if you guys look at any of those. I don't, but they are available. Now, we're going to move on to the next section. This is where you can find My Add-ons. So as you can see, this widget here has video add-ons. So whatever you have installed, this is where you're going to find them. Now, another one that is very popular that I use, and I get questions about all the time, is 123 Movies. Now, with 123 Movies, I'm going to click on it. So let's see. I'm going to show you guys something. Now, if 123 Movies is not working for you, I'm going to show you what you can do to get it to work. So let's click on Movies. Let's see. Let's do year. Recently added, 2017. I'm going to give it a moment to load up. I'm going to give it another moment, okay? Let's see. I'm going to click on Eloise. Well, let's see if it actually plays. No, I got an error message. It won't play. Oh no, what do I do? Not panic, okay? As I always tell you guys, relax, it's okay. So let's go back. So what we're looking for is get proxy address. I'm going to click on that now, get proxy address. Now, one that I use all the time that always works for me is 123movies.net.ru. Keep that in mind, guys. Whether you're using this build with 123 Movies or another build or just 123 Movies add-on, keep this in mind. 123movies.net.ru. It's going to tell me my URL added to settings successfully. Okay, so now that we've done that, let's go back to movies. Let's go back to year. We want to do recently added, 2017. Give it a moment. And let's find the movie I wanted, Eloise. When I click on it, I'm just going to give it a moment. And as you can see, it gives me some options. What quality do I want to look at? So I'm going to click on 720p. And as you can see, it actually starts to play. So guys, when you run into error messages and issues, it's nothing to get in the uproar over, okay? They can be fixed. So just keep calm, relax, and you can get it fixed. All right, so let's go ahead and get out of that. But I just wanted to show you that 123 Movies, which is extremely popular, is working perfectly fine on this build. And of course, you have some other video add-ons here. You can go through the list. And if you look in the sub menu, we have more video add-ons: Phoenix, Sanctuary, Goodfellas, Bob, and Evolve. All right, moving on. Next we have Spins Beats. This is where you're going to find your music. If you look at the widget, it's going to be using Evolve. And in the sub menu, we have some popular options like MP3 streams, musicals, and we have some other options that are available. Again, you can click on any of these directly from here and access them. Next, now we have a section here called Extra. This is not a section that I particularly will be using, so I'm probably going to remove it, but I do wanted to show you guys anyway. So this is where you're going to find things like anime and concerts and audiobooks and some other things. Again, this section, Toddler World, and the kids section, those will be things that I'm going to remove from my build. Of course, if you guys want to know how to remove it from yours as well, I have a video on that. All right, so we're going to move on. Now we have the program section. At the very top, this is going to be pulling from Goodfellas, and this is where you can find fitness options. It has yoga, insanity, Zumba. It has a ton of different things. So if you're into fitness, you do have the option available here in this build. All right, so next we have this sub menu here. So we have Android games, emulators, and ROMs. This is also where you can find Spins TV builds, APKs, and the wizard. So if you run into issues or you feel like you need to do any additional clearing of the cache or packages or thumbnails, any kind of other maintenance, this is where you're going to do it. The Spins TV Wizard is right here underneath Programs. All right, so we're going to move on. Next we have System. Now as you can see, there is a widget here. This is where you can find your favorites. So if you save any TV shows or movies as your favorites, this is where you're going to find them, right here above System. Also, you can find them in the submenu. There's a favorite section right here in the submenu of System. You can click on it directly from here. You also can find your file manager here. So if you want to add additional add-ons to this build, File Manager is where you need to go. Also, add-ons is available in the submenu. So if you actually click on add-ons right here underneath System, this is where you're going to find your option to install from zip file and install from repository. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind. You guys asked me a lot of questions about how do you add more sources and repos to the build and where do you find them? I can't see install from zip file. I'm showing you right now. Okay? All right, so let's go back out of this. And this is also where you can find skin settings. So skin settings is where you would actually customize the build to your liking. That's where you would go, for example, where I'm going to go to remove certain sections that I know I'm not going to watch. So this is where you would find that. Also, if you run into issues with your build, if it's going slow, it's lagging, you're having error messages popping up, you may need to force close it. This is where you're going to do it. All you need to do is click Force Close Kodi right here in the submenu of System. All right, as you can see, that was the last section. We're back to the beginning at Movies. So I just wanted to show you guys that this is what the build has to offer. It's a fantastic build. I really like it. All last year is the build that I used primarily. It was great on 16.1. So far, it's been fantastic on Kodi 17. At this point, if you guys have decided that you do want to go ahead and get it installed, I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Now, I always prefer if you guys start with a default Kodi. So what that means is you've completely wiped out Kodi, you're starting fresh, and this is going to be the only thing that you're going to actually be installing on Kodi. Now, of course, when you install the build, you have the option to do a fresh install, which is going to wipe out your current setup, and that's totally fine. But I'm going to show you the process that I take to do a fresh start. So let's go ahead and do that now. So you can use any